All right, I finished the driver's side. Now moving on to the passenger side. And if you notice, this head sits further back than this head by about an inch. The heads are staggered. And so this header will end up an inch further back if you don't compensate and put an inch somewhere else. And on this side, I had to cut down these flanges so that I could make room for the steering shaft and get it in. On this side, I was hoping I didn't have to cut these down, and that way I would gain my extra inch here by coming out further. But I am going to have to cut them down. I'm just not going to have to cut them down quite as far, so I'm still going to gain, and I might be able to have my inch there. Otherwise, you see, I'm not going to make this corner, so I do have to cut these back some. So what I've been doing is taking measurements and templates of how I cut this fender out to fit the exhaust up in there. We figured we were going to have to cut it, and you can see where we cut it. So I've been basically cut this whole, this whole center or side piece out. So you see it, the exhaust, the collector, Jesus, can sit up in there. So I did multiple templates just to ensure. I got a paper one underneath here. All right, we cut it. We're fitting it. Give you some perspective. Where this all falls. I'm pretty sure we got her. Let's see. Tell me what you think. The tape is, we're gonna make that cut a little bit steeper. Okay, I got the other side cut and I got this into position, I believe. So what I'm gonna do now is take this up, and recreate what I have here. And then I'm gonna take it to the other side. And this one goes in here, like so. And now we should have almost a perfect mimicking. Man, I just lost a bunch of beard hairs. That sucks. And I burnt the shit out of myself. But we got the first tube in, which is the hardest. Alright, now we gotta start cooking. Alright, so we're verifying that our exhaust follows the same from the reveal of the door, which is what you're going to see as far as it being level is. We just got to verify that before we land tube number 2. I thought it was kind of important to show my bandsaws down, and this is how I've been cutting everything, so you don't need the best equipment This is a Harbor Freight cutoff wheel, and I used a piece of tape and wrapped it around to draw my line. So yeah, you can do a lot with a little. All right, I made a second piece. I got it all taped together kind of how it's supposed to be. And ooh-wee. Damn, look at that. I just gotta fit it up down there. There it is. I'm gonna have to change this one a little bit. But other than that, dang. All right. All right, number 2 is in. It's always easier on the second one because you have something to go off of. All right, so I mocked up the number 4 because it goes on the inside down here. Like so. Alright, so we got the first piece cut. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, we're gonna do the rest. Alright, so we got the next 2 pieces. This is the one that's gonna wrap it around, and then this one obviously takes it down. Alright, I'm a little bit upset, but also not much we can do about it. So there's a starter, and in order to not put it in jail, and because I don't have enough room in between there to send the bars, or the tubes, and I do have enough room on the back side for one, so this one here is going to come out and then follow just like the other side. This one's just not going to be able to come forward and go. It's going to have to go straight down like it is. And then it joins up right there underneath. So that's the new plan for that one. When I get it in there and where I want it, I make 2 marks. So if you make 1, your rotation could be off. If you make 2, it's hard for your rotation to be off. And then we only do 2 in the beginning. Sometimes I'll do 3, but mostly I do 2. And that way if we have to change the rotation at all, it's easier to break off. So I just fused the 2 fuse tacks. And we'll check. I'm gonna have to get better. I get caught up working. I forget to record. So we got all of it welded out. It's in position. Now I need to make my hangers, front, rear. Cut this guy. Gotta cut the other side some more also, because he wants a little bit more of an opening. So we're gonna cut that. Then we're gonna match the other side. Whoa, don't trip, Garrett. right. So first I'm gonna make sure this is in the right location, that this is coming out 90, and then I'm gonna make my hangers. All right. It's 0.1, 1/10 of 1 degree. I'm gonna call that good. All right, we got these just tacked on, and take a magnet, put the magnet on the coil. All right. So here's the mount that I built, the standoff. Now we just push this up tight and then we weld it. Oh, shit. So like I said, they had previous plates that we're mounting to. So what I'm gonna show you, I'm not sure if I showed you on the other side here, but this can only go up so high before you make contact with the body there. So you want to make sure you give yourself clearance to the body and then measure. Oh man. All right, we're gonna try and do this with a couple hands. Oh, now it's too big. Son of a bitch. All right. Got this itty bitty little tape. Oops. Uh-oh, gotta charge the battery. Anyway, let me show you this real quick. All right, what do we got? We're not hitting, not hitting with a bit of clearance. What is that, 1.5 inches, 9/16, something like that. inch and 9/16. I wonder what the other side is. It's 2 inches. Looks good. That's with 2 inches. So it's real similar to the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Ooh, pretty. Let me show you this. It's gonna look so good once we get the fenders on it. It already looks good.